questions we get here at Realtree is how do we get our gear from place to place with minimal damage? Well, the first thing I do on my bow case, for example, is I always like to have one with an approved TSA lock, because once they go through security and they see something on x-ray they don't like, they don't have to call me to come back to the airline counter to unlock my case. They have the keys behind the counter to unlock it. So what I've learned over the years is I actually take clothes and I use them to pack my gear once it's laid into my bow case, because this adds extra protection and keeps stuff from moving around and vibrating as much. I carry a lot of things in here. I have a system. I carry my optics in here, my rangefinder. One of the coolest things I figured out over the years is I use this medicine container to put my Spitfire Max broadheads and my field tips in here. I make sure when I leave to pack to come home that I take all my field tips and broadheads, of course, off my arrows, and I put them in this canister and close it and put it in there. One thing about arrows I found out over the years is I just stack my arrows in the back of my case, and I don't try to conform them to an arrow holder. That way they're not as, they tend to float a little bit and it doesn't cause as much damage to the fletchings or the shaft. So that's just one of the things that I've learned over the years, is using your gear, extra gear, to pack in your bow case and even a gun case on a gun hunt can really work to your advantage, and also allows you to take some extra gear that's not in your duffel bag. So that's just one of the questions we get here at Realtree, is how do we get our gear from place to place with minimal damage.